school classics, hip-hop, R&B, and today's hottest music.
iPower One, New York City.
You've got mail. You've got mail. You've got mail.
Time now for the email bag.
The email bag. You've got mail.
Go to iPower1FM.com and click the email bag.
Time to read your emails.
You've got mail. The email bag.
Right here, right now.
The iPower Evening Show.
It's the iPower Evening Show on this Wednesday night. Thank you once again for being with us. At this time, we read your emails from what we call the email bag. We read your emails every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you have an important topic to discuss, whether news, sports, or entertainment, or free your mind on Fridays, go to our official website, iPower1FM.com. Click the email bag. When I read your emails, the iPower crew of Unpretty Ricky and Rafael Castro is also reading along. We pick out the emails that are appropriate to read on the air exclusively on the iPower Evening Show. Yeah, I want to talk about why New York City is the best place to live than in the city of Boston. And people that I spoke to that were former Boston residents are starting a new life in the Big Apple. And believe it or not, this is something that some people have been looking towards all their life.
Yeah, right.
You know, besides the resources that are there in the NYC, you got Times Square, you got Central Park, you got Liberty Island to visit the Statue of Liberty. You also got the Empire State Building and the new World Trade Center, aka the Freedom Tower. Lots of places to go see down in Lower Manhattan and the rest of the NYC to start a brand new life.
Yep.
Getting away from your past, getting away from the haters that praise for your downfall. Get away from a city that you had no relations with.
Exactly.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Plus,
real.
visiting New Jersey as well and Connecticut.
Yeah, why not?
Reading your emails. Hello, everyone. I'm so glad that this radio station of iPower One is now in our city. I like the way both generations of our people each gets a couple of days to represent their music on your online station when it comes to hip-hop, R&B, classic soul, disco, and funk music. Thursdays and Fridays are my two favorites because I'm old school. I'm here to ask y'all to throw your support behind Akeem Browder, who's running as a Green Party candidate for New York City mayor. We New Yorkers have to address the issues concerning our black and brown and also poor people who are still being framed by the NYPD and sent to Rikers for crimes they never committed. And we will not rest until there's some justice for all people and not just for some people. We thank iPower One for representing our city and the tri-state area. Raquel Smith from the Bronx, New York. Thank you, Raquel Smith. It's a good thing you brought this up. I already done an exclusive interview with Akeem Browder a couple of weekends ago in the Bronx. For those who are not familiar with Akeem Browder, he's the older brother of Khalif Browder, who was falsely arrested by the hands of the NYPD and sent up to Rikers for 3 years for a crime he never committed. He was beaten by both correctional officers and inmates inside Rikers. He was diagnosed with mental illness. He was viciously beaten, almost starved to death. This young man hasn't showered for weeks, maybe months, just because he did not took a plea deal. They purposely delayed his trial over and over and over. This was done on purpose to break down Khalif.
Of course.
Once this young man was freed, he wasn't the same, which led to his suicide. The justice system failed Khalif and led his mother to pass away of a broken heart. This is one of the reasons why Akeem Browder is running for New York City mayor, so his voice can be heard that things need to change.
Absolutely.
Not only in the NYC, but everywhere across the country.
Yep.
It has to. Something has to be done. And if Mayor de Blasio can't fix that, then send in a new NYC mayor that will fix this broken justice system, fix the problems in the NYC.
That's right.
Exactly.
We got some more emails. What up, fam? My man DeMarco doing his thing. I'm feeling the change at iPower. It's still repping the East Coast, no matter where the radio station is located. Love my city in the bean, but haters be hating and can't even show love to their own people trying to put Boston on the map. Yo, I'm glad you repping the BK, BX, Queens, Harlem, Staten Island. It's like going from one hood to another. Makes no difference to me. I'm still gonna write to y'all, and I respect y'all reading my emails when no other radio station would think about about reading my ish on how I feel. I'ma holler at my people in the NYC about this station. Y'all need to be up there with Hot 97 and Power 105. F these haters, man. Dre Martin from Dorchester, Massachusetts.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, Dre. Thank you. Please tell that, brother. I appreciate the love, and you most definitely understand that this is no diss to Boston and what we did in order to get more attention to this radio station. Because if we haven't done that, the love would have never came.
Yeah, right.
I posted this on Facebook, and this is the God honest truth. In my opinion, I think Boston never had an interest for me, nor my talent from the beginning, which is my secret that I'm revealing. I can take it a little step further. Besides our 40% of our Boston listeners that do get it and know where I'm coming from, and several local artists that I deal with in that city, that I do play their music on Tuesdays, which we did last night, Black Boston never had an interest for this station because in their minds, in their narrative minds, they want to assume that this radio station is fake, that it's tabloid news, that this email is fake, Dre Martin.
Stupid.
We get other text messages that Felicia is fake, Joanna Washington is fake.
Wow.
Critics in Boston, especially in Roxbury, Dorchester, Mattapan.
Wow.
Dre Martin is a real brother.
Right.
Felicia is a real sister on Facebook.
Yep.
I inbox her almost every day. We get into a positive conversation of what's going on. But
Yeah,
you see,
exactly. But some black folks in Boston who hates this radio station, who has a narrative mindset that this is who we are. We don't represent Boston. We hate black people in Boston.
Right.
We hate all the local artists. All this BS, having this narrative mindset that this is who we are. And they know for a fact that this is not who we are.
Of course
This
not.
is based out of hate,
Yes.
jealousy. That's what it's all about.
Right. Matter of fact,
Exacto.
not only that, they also say that the whole entire radio station is fake.
Of course.
Just to discredit me and my colleagues, which is Raphael, Ricky, and Stefan.
Pure hate.
Based out of mean spiritual self-hatred and fear of somebody's talent.
That's it.
That's what I believe.
I agree.
right
Even
here.
if you're doing the right thing, even if you're doing right by the black communities in Boston or the city of Boston itself, some black folks still want to find a way to destroy you in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
But when it comes to you, Raphael, Stefan, or myself attacking back by defending our station, we become the aggressive, threatening, and self-hating, while those who are attacking us claiming now they the victims.
Oh, really?
Don't that sound familiar with white supremacy?
Yes.
Now some Negroes are doing that.
Of course.
And they wonder why black people cannot come together because we can't stand one another all for nothing.
It's ridiculous.
It is.
And they wonder why this is now a New York radio station where you are 10 times most likely to get picked up or be discovered.
Might as well.
Good evening, iPower. I used to live in Boston till my mother and my siblings left for New York. We now live in Jamaica, Queens, and New York City is a very different environment than in Boston. My mother used to tell me stories of the elevated Orange Line in Boston before they tore it down, and also worked for the MTA in the NYC because of her love for elevated trains. She applied for the job and is waiting to hear from them because that's her dream job, to drive passengers on elevated New York subway lines. I love New York. I'm 19 and I don't think I'm coming back to Boston. Terrell Smith, formerly of Milton, Massachusetts. Terrell, my brother.
Hey, I don't blame him.
Exactly. I don't blame him one bit.
Right.
And his mother. Terrell, my brother, your mother reminds me of me when it comes to elevated trains. And you're right. We did have the elevated Orange Line at one time going through Boston on Washington Street. That's the reason why I don't mind moving to New York City, living under an elevated train. I don't mind that. Just to let people know out there in iPower One Nation, I love elevated trains. I love L trains. I live for L trains. That's how I became a sketch artist, drawing the Orange Line. Because I rode the A train, F train, N train recently, and the number 4 train, mostly elevated through New York City. I love it, believe it or not. Matter of fact, I was on the N train, and I rode for the first time ever. I swear to God, Ricky, I'm sure you've been on the N train many times.
Oh, yeah.
I rode across the Williamsburg Bridge.
You're talking about the Manhattan Bridge, not the Williamsburg Bridge.
Right.
The Manhattan Bridge is where the N train runs across.
Right. All right.
Just to let you know.
Now that I know, I was on the N train going across across the Manhattan Bridge, where you could see the Brooklyn Bridge, the New World Trade Center up close and in person. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I was born in Brooklyn. I got peoples in New York.
Right.
When you're on the N train going across the Manhattan Bridge, it is up close and in person. Did you take any pictures?
I couldn't take any pictures because the windows were messed up from the rain.
Yeah. But go out there next time, bruh.
I am. I love New York because of one of those reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Not just relocating the radio station to the NYC.
Yeah, bruh. I love New York.
We got this final email. Hello, iPower. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and I'm on my way to attend Boston University this fall. I know you are a Yankees fan, but I'm a diehard Red Sox fan. Don't get me wrong. I love New York. This is my birthplace, but I'm trying to move to Boston for better opportunities. I know that seems kind of awkward to you, unsuccessfully not getting an opportunity, but despite a failed attempts to try to be picked up, I wish y'all guys the best of luck in the NYC. I hope Boston treats me fair, and I most definitely hope New York treats you fair, and I hope you guys make it, man. You really deserve a chance for opportunities. Pete from Long Island, New York. Why, thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. Look, and to you Red Sox fans out there, I don't mind you being a Red Sox fan. That does not bother me one bit.
Nope.
And congrats to you, Pete, attending Boston University this fall. Maybe the city of Boston will work out better for you, but unfortunately, it has not worked out for everybody. I hope Boston treats you good, Pete, way better than me. I'm just saying. Because, believe it or not everybody who was born and raised in Boston wasn't so lucky to have that moment of opportunity. Hopefully, the NYC will be a different ball game, treating us right and giving this radio station a chance.
I have a feeling they will, bruh.
You gotta have faith.
New York City is a land of opportunities if you play your cards right.
Exactly.
I feel that our power's big moment is coming. I can feel
Right,
it.
exactly.
Right.
I really believe that we have a chance to show the NYC what we have to offer after 10 years of iPower in Boston. I think we can make that same accomplishment in New York and in the tri-state area.
Right, you gotta have faith.
That's right.
Because this station is now directed towards the NYC and the tri-state area.
We still gonna look out for Boston.
All right.
For real.
iPower 98.9 is now New York City.
New York City.
Subscribe now to our YouTube channel, keyword iPower One Nation. Listen to our shows weeknights now in the tri-state area. Take us anywhere. Listen online or on app. Listen on your Android phone, iPhone, or iPad. Listen now in the NYC. Go to iPower1FM.com for 98.9.